How did MS-13 start in Los Angeles? Have you ever wondered how a group like MS-13, known for its notoriety, began in a city like Los Angeles? The story starts in the early 1980s when Salvadoran immigrants arrived in the United States. They were fleeing a brutal civil war in El Salvador that lasted from the late 1970s into the early 1980s. This conflict forced hundreds of thousands to leave their homes in search of safety and a better life. Upon reaching Los Angeles, many Salvadorans settled in neighborhoods already controlled by established gangs. These gangs were primarily made up of Mexican, Asian, and African American members. The newcomers faced harsh racial prejudice and threats from these groups. In response, a protective group formed among young Salvadoran men and teenagers. This group was not initially a traditional gang but rather a way to defend themselves against harassment and violence. As time went on, the group began to take on a more organized structure. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, under the leadership of Ernesto Deras, a former Salvadoran Special Forces soldier, the gang evolved into a more violent criminal organization. Deras brought military discipline and tactics to the group, which helped them expand their criminal activities. During this time, MS-13 developed a rivalry with the 18th Street Gang, another large gang in Los Angeles. Initially, both gangs tolerated Salvadoran members. However, tensions escalated after a violent incident in 1989 that resulted in the death of a MS-13 member. This led to ongoing conflicts between the two groups. The name Mara Salvatrucha combines Mara, a slang term for gang in El Salvador, and Salvatrucha, which refers to tough Salvadoran street fighters. The number 13 in MS-13 signifies allegiance to the Mexican Mafia, a powerful prison gang in Southern California. This connection helped MS-13 grow in influence and expand its reach. Over the years, MS-13 moved beyond Los Angeles, becoming an international criminal organization involved in drug trafficking, human smuggling, extortion, and murder. Its origins reflected a common pattern in gang formation, where marginalized immigrant communities create groups for protection that can evolve into organized crime. From a true crime and criminology perspective, the rise of MS-13 in Los Angeles highlights how social displacement and ethnic tensions can lead to the formation of violent gangs. It also shows how leadership and organization can transform loosely connected groups into dangerous criminal networks. Understanding these factors is essential for law enforcement and community efforts aimed at preventing gang violence.